Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Coming to you live from the luscious loins of LaPel, Indiana. Welcome to the 96th edition of Midweek Crisis. It is the hottest podcast of the year, and that is because it is the hot 96th podcast. Jokes for days. So, guys, I do want to move quickly because we're running a little late today. Had some computer overheating issues, but we got the bullet points coming up real quick. But I do want to remind everybody, this is a thing. If anybody knows where the Beast of Busco is located, please email us at wearechopliver@gmail.com. We will not stop the search until it is found. Again, that is the Beast of Busco. Please. I want this to stop. Stop me where it is. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight is none other than Bullet Points. What's up, guys?
Hi. What's going on?
Welcome.
So, how was your daytime commute?
I need a saga.
What's the saga?
We need a saga.
What's the saga, Dave?
Songs for the deaf.
You can't even
that's right.
hear
Hear
it.
it.
That is the last time I asked that question.
Good.
I have been saying that for over a year, and I've been trying to see if I could get somebody to do it, and you did it. So I swore if somebody would do it with me. And you know what? I've got something for you. Check this
Happy to
out.
help. Uh-oh, he's getting naked. What the fuck is going on right now?
Oh shit!
What?
Wait, I get that?
Yes.
No.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
There you go.
Fucking consolation prize.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Thank you. It's your birthday. You're giving me presents.
Actually, speaking of that, every show we give away the gift of VHS. And I asked you guys, I was trying to figure out how old you guys were. So based off of that, Pinocchio on VHS. This is like the original when they actually put it out. So hang on to it. Which is older. This is gonna be older. Enjoy, Dave. An unopened copy of the 10th Commandment.
Oh, Jesus.
The 10 Commandments, not the 10.
Oh, Jesus.
You ready?
Christ.
Or should I hold?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna go up.
Biblical.
Look at that, man. And
Oh, this is the X-rated version.
is it? Fuck yeah. And then AJ, copy of Gone with the Wind unopened.
Oh, great.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I'm running out of VHS. I think I'm gonna start giving away records after this week.
Yeah, you started well.
Hell yeah, man. So Bullet Points, you guys are playing this Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that flyer up here real quick. At the White Rabbit with Fern Murphy and Jennison. That's going down Saturday at 7 p.m. $10 holla. Get you in, doors at 8. That's again White Rabbit in Fountain Square. And I haven't been there in a hot minute. What you guys been up to? I heard you're doing you recently had that thing. Your song is featured in a film, right?
Yeah, that's, I guess, the most recent thing. We just found out Monday from my buddy Jake, who's the director, that we were nominated for Best Original Song in the film festival, the Days of the Dead Film Festival.
Oh, yeah, I actually threw that flyer on there. I like to play dumb.
Yeah, which that's July 5th, July 6th, and 7th. And that movie screens on July 6th at 3 p.m. And then there's an award ceremony afterwards. So we got nominated, which is an unexpected surprise. We didn't they know that was coming, so it was nice.
I love. I can't remember which one of you. Man, my mic's a little hot. I'm gonna turn that down. I can't remember which one of you posted in there, but mentioned Power Man 5000. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I know.
Dude,
Worlds have collided.
hell yeah! Like I think that album came out when I was like 14, so I was like their first album or whatever. So I was like, man, that is so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it's weird. I wonder if they have Indiana connections, because that's really bizarre. Because I think all the films are Indiana artists or like Indiana directors, and I think so. I don't know. It's a strange.
Huh.
So.
Yeah, that's super cool though.
Yeah.
So I want to get down. I always ask the weird questions, right? So bullet points. Where did that name come from?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think the thing about the name is it's not that it's supposed to be pretty mundane. It's it's like a to-do list sort of thing,
Okay.
rather than like a
bullet.
Like a right.
Yeah, I was gonna lay a really lame joke and say like I have my bullet points made out for this show. So but whatever. But right on. So how long have you guys been playing now?
It's almost 10 years, really.
2016.
16.
I think we
so.
started in like the fall of 2015, and then
Okay.
really started getting serious like that spring of 2016.
Right on.
So almost 8-9 years.
It seems like 3 years.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that long.
Well, yeah, because COVID happened.
Yeah.
Especially when we put out our first full-length record, and that kind of just fucking 2 years of nothing. Basically, we did nothing. So it's kind of we lost a couple years there.
Yeah. But
yeah,
that's like that was like the fucking biggest thing was how that affected our just day-to-day lives, you know what I mean? Not being able to go places, kind of getting stuck in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys pretty much stayed seated.
Well,
Yeah.
we had an album that was about to come out, and then all those supply chain issues happened. I think the places that made records, that like one of the big ones burned down or something.
Yeah, some lacquer plant in California burned down.
It's like one of the only places that does it, and we were like, are we going to get our record even? Like, is it going to be years? And we heard just after that ours had made it through before this happened, but it's still there were other supply issues, chain issues.
Then the guy,
was delayed.
the pressing plant was operating on a skeleton crew. It was just one dude, so that's what also took forever. He was the only guy coming into work.
So that's probably why it at least.
And then it was the question: do we even put this out? Because fuck, we never had a real proper album release show or any of that. So we said fuck it, we're gonna do it.
So you didn't.
We did put it out in October of 2020, and then we kind of based it around. We started doing music videos. Dave got some equipment that year, I think.
Yep.
And started learning how to make videos at home.
Hell yeah.
Some cool shit. So
DIY, motherfucker.
it was DIY as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if we couldn't play shows, or there weren't shows happening and stuff, and didn't do the release, figured let's use our time to do something else. So
yeah,
made some kind of shitty, but not too shitty.
We won a Punk Rock
videos.
Night award for that.
We did win an award
For Just Like You.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. That's right. I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hell yeah. PRN Punk Rock Night Award winners.
That's right. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So guess what's like, all right. So for everybody at home, you're probably wondering like, why is it so fucking bright for those that watch consistently? We actually have the garage door open.
And it's 145
It's
fucking
very,
degrees.
very
Yeah.
fucking hot. I'm
It's-
not gonna lie to you. I'm
and-
sweating my dick off over here.
You know, I almost hit you up and be like, what do you guys think about setting up outside? And I could just run my stuff outside. I do it all the time anyways. Not outside, but just move my shit. But I thought about just sitting around the fire and fucking doing that way.
I don't know if the fire.
I think might as well sit around the fire at this point.
Exactly.
Probably be just as hot.
Yeah. I like maybe 20 minutes before you guys got here, I was like, I have to go take a fucking shower. Cause my whole shirt was drenched from running around in here.
I run hot, so it's
But
whatever.
right now, I don't know. People probably can't hear it, but there is thunder.
Is that thunder?
There is
Oh, wow.
thunder.
I thought I heard that.
I don't know
So
what that was. I thought it was lapel.
it's about to get real chill
Ambiance.
in here. If it starts pouring rain, that's gonna just it's gonna
Nice.
cool off real quick.
All
So
right.
and there's
if
Yeah.
we do get hit with lightning, though.
Oh yeah. So just
Be a
in
little
case, because
warm
this has
for a second.
happened before, we've actually had the electricity go out. If that happens, okay, just what you got, all we have to do is on your phone hit unmute, and then your computer hit on your tab hit unmute, and then we'll just run the show without the computers.
Okay.
That is the beauty of doing live fucking streaming. So
You
yeah.
thought of it all.
No, I've been through it all.
There
That's
you
the
go.
difference. Is I've
Mhm.
had the shit fucking hit the fan a few
Right.
times. So but yeah, thank you guys so much for driving out here on a motherfucking Wednesday.
Thanks for having us.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fucking cool. And I don't think I saw AJ and David. I
It's
just
TJ.
God damn it.
It's all right, man. Everyone fucks it up.
Oh, I'm the worst.
It's all good.
All
BJ.
right. Don't worry. I called yeah, I'm the worst. I will get it, TJ.
It's all good, man. I've heard it all.
I had a friend that I grew up with named TJ Barber. So now
Well, there you go.
I got it.
Make
in
the
my head.
connection.
That's him.
Yep. God, I don't know why I keep saying AJ.
It's all good.
But so yeah, I've never had any of you guys on the show before.
Nope.
No.
First time.
And David Baharis
Barajas.
Barja-
Barajas.
this we had a whole episode that I think it was one that Ugo was on. We were making fun of the fact that I couldn't say your name right. So
Yeah.
but David is also in Stealing Volume, and you're playing Friday at Jay Clyde's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the Chop Liver 10th anniversary or Music Madness Parties Beer Show number
It's gonna be a
10.
great time. I didn't realize that they had built onto that place. I don't know where the hell they built onto. Or they just knocked down something.
Yeah, they took there was a business next to them to the south,
Mm.
and once they moved out, they took over that lease,
Oh, okay.
or just took over that. Maybe they bought it. I don't know,
Hmm.
but and they remodeled it, and they basically made it to where the people there's like two sides of Jay Clyde's now. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go over there and meet up with Jackie tomorrow and just kind of get a look at it so we know how to load the gear and so on and so forth,
Cool.
and make sure we're all set up and have merch tables and everything.
So is this the first show they've had there? Like
No.
with that room? No.
But it's the first time I've ever booked a show there, which I don't book shows and I don't want to book
I've
shows.
played there before, like in the actual like room where like they moved chairs around and shit. We're just like in the corner. Played there with the liquors and Stealing Volume.
Oh fuck yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Man, when was that? I remember that.
Fuck, 10 plus years ago.
Yeah,
Long time
God
ago.
Dang.
Mhm.
Did they even really book shows back then?
Not really. It was just like a one-off thing. I think they had a summer where they were trying to, I think they were grilling out in the alley, and then they would have a band play inside or something like that. That didn't last very long.
Oh, are you talking? Oh, wait. Because, if you go through, there's the bathrooms, like you walk in, you go.
Yeah, and so like right out that door, they would just
Yeah.
say, just set up a little grill, and they were grilling out hot dogs.
Oh,
and
shit.
hamburgers and
I
shit.
thought they only used that area for cocaine. Bad jokes.
I'm not saying it wasn't there.
Zing. Oh, man. Anyways, me and my fucking horrible cocaine jokes. For a guy that can't afford cocaine, I sure do joke about it a whole lot. So let's get to know you guys a little personally. Hell yeah. TJ, we'll start with you, man. So when did you start playing music, brother?
Man, I think I started playing guitar like 11 or 12. That's when I got my first one.
Hell yeah.
So I've been playing for I don't know, 30 years now.
What would you say your biggest inspirations are musically?
Oh geez, man, I don't know. When I was like 14, 15, it was more like I was more into like the post grunge. Things were getting brighter. The flannels were not cool anymore. It was more like the SoCal thing was what I grew up on. I'm a little bit younger than these. They're probably gonna make fun of me about that shit, but it's all good.
Yeah,
that's my
same
shit.
age, bud. So,
Oh, okay, yeah, right on.
You graduated 2000?
2000, yeah.
Yep. Right on. Hell yeah. What about you, David?
I started when I was about 11.
Mhm.
My dad, he wouldn't let me touch his guitars because I would fuck up his strings, get them all sweaty. So he had a bass that was in a cardboard case that he couldn't lock up. Like he literally locked his guitars up with padlocks, so I wouldn't touch a shit. But he had a bass that was that I could get into. So he still plays almost every weekend. I mean, he's like almost 70 and he's still playing every weekend. So yeah, he would play. He'd go leave on a Friday to go play somewhere, and I'd sneak in there and grab that fucking bass and start playing. And I busted my thumb one night. My mom was like, maybe you should tell your dad that you really want to play. And so he finally broke down and was like, all right, I guess I'll fucking show you how to play. So then, yeah, from then on, it was just music school shit. I started orchestra in 7th grade and stayed with it, jazz band and all that stuff.
What would you do in orchestra?
Upright bass.
Upright bass.
Oh, I played guitar in the jazz band too in high school.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's where I learned to play, actually. I mean,
what about you, David? Did you play in any bands in school?
I was a complete music nerd. Yeah. We had a piano at home growing up. But yeah, as soon as I could, trombone and drum lessons. They wouldn't let me play drums in 7th grade, so I started taking private lessons, and pretty soon they let me do whatever I wanted, kind of. So I played trombone and drums and did marching band, jazz band. I did all the nerdy stuff. Went to summer camps to play music. Yeah. And then it wasn't until I heard Nirvana before, kind of just as they were starting to kind of hit, that changed my life. It's a kind of cliche, but yeah, I heard Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I was like, yep, I'm going to write songs. I'm going to learn to play the guitar and write songs. So it's been that recording. I got into recording. My uncle was a drummer and had recording stuff. So started learning that stuff pretty young too. I've been recording and writing songs, yeah, since middle school, basically.
So what is your guys' writing process like for Bullet Points?
For Bullet Points is completely different than any other band that I'm in. It's all Dave. He does everything. I mean, literally drums, bass, everything. It's like the blueprint's there, and we go from there. I don't know if you want to talk more about that. But
yeah, that's a process I started with a previous band. Well, I've always written songs like that and record them, but with a band called Beta Male where I met and started playing with TJ, started kind of writing drums first. So I'd record a drum part that I liked, get the feel, put the bass to that. So it all started with rhythm. Guitars then are not chunking out power chords or anything. It's not guitar riffs leading the songs. It's really the bass and the drums that are the lead, and the guitars are kind of atmospheric. They're color. They're more symphonic, maybe is another word for it. But so then I have to write it all in the studio, basically. It's not like I'm sitting with a guitar and come up with lyrics and chord progression. It's starting with the lowest, with the pyramid, the building blocks, and then just building it on top of that. So that's how they come together. And then give the demo to these guys, and they put their own personality on it and bring their own kind of color to those parts.
That's what Like a Tiger does. We're in the same. It's the Nick Jordan, and then we kind of go from there. So did you take music theory?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you had, because based on how you said how you write songs, it's like, I just remember, because I took it, and I just remember that's how we would do it. We would start with the core and then just build out. And yeah, it's a really intriguing way to write music. So what would you say to people that haven't heard your music, what your sound is like? I know that's a fucking killer, awful question, but I have to do it.
For sure. I know and it makes sense to ask it, and you'd think that musicians would be more prepared for that question, but it's indie rock. We usually start with that. It's indie rock.
Indie rock.
And it's got little pieces of this and that. I was a big fan of The Cure. I was a big fan. I took from, I mentioned Nirvana. From them, I took a simplistic approach. These guys are great players, and they show so much restraint in this band. It is such simple parts. And it's more about the emotion. It actually isn't about the music theory and stuff. It's really all about the most primal kind of emotion or feel. So that's an interesting part of it. I don't know. There's simplicity. There's a little bit of the dark of a new wavy kind of stuff from The Cure, bands like that. There's just a 90s kind of sound to a lot of it. So some of that's from the production, I think, of the album that we did.
Yeah. I remember when you first started doing Beta Male stuff, because I kind of feel like Bullet Points kind of took off where Beta Mel left in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
There's definitely elements of that band that aren't this at all, but because Dave and I started playing together in 2001 in a band called Extra Blue Kind, and we did a lot of stuff with that band. We didn't talk about that, but a lot of cool stuff. But
Wait, which band?
Extra Blue Kind.
Extra Blue Kind.
Yeah, so that was a band that we started in 2001. I met these guys at the Cheshire Cafe in Bloomington, Indiana. He had a band called April's Fool that was doing like a talent show kind of thing, and they played a couple songs I just thought were fucking awesome. So I kind of stalked them until they let me play guitar in their band. I didn't even play guitar. Like I played bass. So I had to borrow some equipment. First show I ever played with them, I used a bass amp for my guitar because I didn't have no gear. I was just like, I want to be in that band somehow.
Oh yeah.
Fucking need a tambourine player. I don't know, but whoever's writing these songs is awesome. But anyway, so fast forward to Beta Mel stuff, and around that time, it's like 2004-ish, something like that. I remember you getting into that Interpol album a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember you showed me Cursive, the Ugly Organ album.
Yep.
Stuff like that. David Bazan. So there were all those kind of elements. I think kind of struck a chord with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No pun intended.
Yeah, a little bit of Joy Division if it's not too obvious, but yeah, we were very busy with Extra Blue Kind. We'd won the X103 Battle of the Bands contest. We were playing every week, coming up from Bloomington to play Indianapolis. We were very busy as a band, writing a lot, playing a lot. And I think you and I both started separate like side projects.
Right.
We needed to do that. Like, so I had this like project I started.
We were in the thick of it with Extra Blue Kind. Like we were touring all over the place. We were on national TV. Our music video was being played on MTV. We were all over the fucking place. And we were going fast, and having a different outlet, I think, appealed both to him and myself. And that's when I started State with my buddy Brody down in Columbus, Indiana. So that was a nice, change of pace from what we'd been doing. And then I think he found the same kind of relief in Beta Mel. It's like,
to kind of have that extra separation of, that extra outlet of artisticness.
Right.
Yeah, try to do something different.
Yeah. Feeling a little suffocated with Extra Blue Kind at the time.
I don't think have I seen Bullet Points? I think, because I've seen State. I know for sure I've seen State, and obviously I've seen Stealing Volume. I don't know if I've seen you guys. I don't know. Yeah. But to be fair though, keep in mind, like,
we don't play that often.
I see a lot of bands, and it's hard for me to fucking remember.
Yeah, we don't play that often, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do
so just while we're talking about it, this Saturday, you guys are playing at the White Rabbit. Just a friendly reminder, everybody. So if you don't have plans, head out to White Rabbit on Saturday. Check out Bullet Points.
Yes, there are no other shows going on.
None. Zero.
There's nothing going on at State
Street.
Street.
Shit going on. I'm joking, but we're not going to promote other shows while you guys are on here for Saturday. So, but there are other shows. But
no, we should, because Everything Now just put out a new record, and it's good. So yeah, if you don't like us, go see them.
Which band?
Everything Now.
Everything Now, and they're playing at State Street. Right on.
It's gonna be a good show.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I try to. By the way, I try to keep it fair and share everybody.
Actually, the guy I started that band with Cooch and Fark.
Oh yeah.
Cheap Suitors. Our keyboard player is playing trombone with Everything Now for that show. So BC's. He's playing trombone. So yeah.
Down here
maybe you can do both shows. I don't know.
What time?
Don't be a loser.
You guys are doors at 8, shows at 9, or doors at 7?
Doors are at 7. We're at 8.
You know what we could do? We could just do the thing that I prepared for right there. Boom. Jennison, Fern Murphy, and Bullet Points.
Don't forget your birthday Coke, John.
Melinda
Reynolds says, "Don't forget your birthday Coke."
Cake. That's
cake.
That's I got it right here, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
We're getting ready. Yeah, so my mom stopped by before you guys got here and dropped off. Every year she gets me a fucking carrot cake. So if you guys are hungry and want to eat in 125-degree garage, we are good to go with some carrot cake. So thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. I love you.
A couple lines of carrot cake.
Oh my god. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Every year since I was a kid, carrot cake. That's just my favorite
sweet.
cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the best cake.
You think so?
I think so.
I like it. Yeah.
That's it. Hell
It's
yeah.
shit.
Most people are like, oh,
Steph made me a vegan.
She
carrot
did. She
cake
made you
one
a.
year. Only
She worked very hard on that.
first vegan thing she'd ever made.
Yeah.
Couldn't get her to try it. Like, this is amazing, Steph. You got to try it.
Oh, she wouldn't
did it.
try it.
She didn't try it.
Oh, I figured she would have tried that.
it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's my jam. I get one every year. So thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. Hopefully that front moves in and we can get that burst.
I can see
when
it's coming.
when we do we'll take a break here in about 20 minutes and I'll change that fan and put it over there at you guys because I don't need it over here.
Whatever.
Originally I had it on you guys, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. So I guess from here so this you guys are saying that you put out vinyl in 2020. Are you guys working on putting out another album now?
We said if you asked that we would have to say that we are working on another one.
And you asked, so we are.
Yeah.
We do have new songs.
Yeah.
What, 4 or 5 new songs.
Couple.
I guess we got to do something with them. Write a few more. Put an album together.
Hell yeah.
We got a bunch of songs before that even that we had.
Yeah,
never
a
really...
couple didn't make the record, but we recorded them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sitting there. So they may make the new record. We'll see. But yeah, Dave, and kind of like the way you did it for the Paso Doble album, he just had a vacation, whether a week or two, and sat down and just said, I'm gonna fucking write some music, and just sat down and wrote like 6-7 songs in 1 week and sent it to us. And here's a new record.
Hell
Learn
yeah.
your shit.
Do you guys still have copies of your last album on vinyl?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much you guys sell them for?
Shit, wrong.
Yeah.
20?
20?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can get one on Saturday.
Yeah.
You guys have shirts too?
No, we have
It's hard to get shirts.
we
man.
have some hoodies that are
Way too small.
Okay, I was gonna
like
say
if you
They're
have
for
an
children.
8-year-old
basically.
child that needs a hoodie, we got you
smalls.
covered.
Yeah.
Got some
Well,
smalls.
it was I'm pretty sure I'm not going to shit talk him, but I'm pretty sure it was the last run that PR and Graphics did, and I don't know where they got those hoodies from. I'm thinking like Thailand, maybe.
Craig Chaos. How dare you?
Yeah, I think Craig just woke up one morning. He was like, "Fuck it, these will do."
Fuck this shit. Yeah, that's cool. Like yeah. If you had a thick boy one, I'd probably grab it.
Yeah. We got no thick boy ones. Trust
I was
me, I
thinking-
need them too. So, but no.
Man, it is fucking expensive. Like to get.
Yeah, right. So we need to play like a fucking like I don't know like a elementary school party sock hop or something and get rid of those fucking things.
I saw you guys. Didn't you guys do like I saw you guys did a pretty cool show back in March too, didn't you? What was that all
The
about?
Palladium? Is that March?
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Carmel and the Palladium, which is a fucking amazing venue that we do not belong at. But
Yeah.
they
It's really fancy.
kudos to the Arts Council there because they have like a concert series. I think it lasts about 6 months where every month they showcase a local artist, and so they hit us up about it. They actually hit us up
But 2
about
years
it.
before, I think.
Yeah.
like 4 years before.
4 years
like
before?
the 2020 when the pandemic stuff happened, and so they kind of put the brakes on it, and then hit us up like a year ago. Was like, "You guys still interested?" We're like, "Sure. Are you still interested?" Because fucking emailed us like 3 years ago about this, but. So yeah, we did that, and that was awesome. They rolled out the red carpet for us, man, catered and everything, and really cool video production that's on YouTube. So you just type in bullet points Carmel at the Palladium, and you can find the whole show.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how hard it would be for me to like because I wanted to show one of your guys' videos, but I freaking computer, man, overheating.
Yeah, everyone's overheated right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Motherfucker. Yeah, I thought that was I saw that and I was like, what is that all about? And I was like, you know what? I'll just ask them when they come on the show. Because
Yeah.
I saw the flyer for that and I was like, whoa.
It's funny the illusion. I think for some people that maybe don't follow us or whatever, like, wow, you guys fucking made it.
You're on,
Yeah.
yeah. You guys have been on TV. You were playing like radical fucking shows.
It's all an illusion.
I'll tell you right now. Well, not really. I mean, well, here, think about it this way. Okay. Right. So culture is affected by so many things. And there was this show, I think about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, that came out called what is that show called? It's based off of the Addams Family Wednesday
Mm.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Netflix, and that dance scene in like the third or fourth episode.
Oh yeah.
Cramp song.
Yep. And since then, now culturally, there is this movement. I know. I'm gonna say it, okay? And you can shoot me down if I'm wrong. Goth style music, where late 80s indie, darker sound, that-
Sure, it's always been there.
Yeah.
But things like that happen, and then people take recognition. But that scene's always been there.
But I would say, because I've been listening to your music, I'm like, man,
We did not take
kids
any
are gonna love
inspiration
this.
from that.
Yeah.
If you're wondering,
The what?
we did not take any inspiration from Wednesday.
Oh yeah, obviously 10 years running. Yeah. But I was just saying though, how culturally things take shifts, and a lot of that has to do with film, TV. You know what I mean? And I've noted, at least in like Instagram streams or reels or whatever, that sound, that indie sound or somewhat goth sound is coming back up. And you guys are like right in the prime.
And it's weird how we got hit up for a show. I can't remember what venue it was, about a goth night too. And I'm like,
Oh, we did.
yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was something we couldn't do it. Can't remember why.
Was it at the White Rabbit? They do like a
No, it was somewhere like down by Healer. There's
yeah.
there's some venue over there.
Yeah.
Where they do a goth night. I
Yeah,
can't
we've
remember what the hell it is.
actually had the promoter of those events on the show before.
Yeah, so they hit us up for that, and it was like, I mean, of course, we want to play whatever, and it's awesome. But like, are we goth? Like, I don't know. I don't.
Not necessarily, but a little bit.
But yeah, but sometimes like we played a Black Circle show a few months ago back in the winter, and it was an all goth night. Here we are, but I kind of feel like the pop band of the night.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but that's the thing is the genre.
all good, though,
the
man.
genres work together.
It does work somehow. Yeah.
The Tight Like a Tiger. It's kind of like a grunge band. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We never fit in, but we do, but we don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're different. We just have a very different sound, and I feel like you guys have a very different sound too. And
Yeah, that's true. There's some bands that just like we played with Arc of the F Line. I think that's how you pronounce that. They don't sound like us, but a few people said that to me that were at that show. They're like, that band, you should play with those guys more often because you guys go well together.
hell yeah.
Even though we don't sound like them, but for whatever reason, the music complements each other.
Sometimes I feel like our songs don't go with our other songs. And like, I mean, like every song is its own kind of little mood.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when we put together
could
set
have a whole
lists,
band that would sound like that, but
right? Yeah, putting together set lists is sometimes that's what we're thinking. Like, okay, who else is playing at the show? Like, what set is this? For that show. At least I do. I don't know.
So I got a question. If you guys win the original song for that Days of the Dead film festival, are you guys gonna play it?
We haven't asked to, but we would.
Man.
Fuck yeah, that'd be.
It would be
amazing.
so cool if they were like, "You're playing."
Yeah,
I might actually go to a con, or what is that?
I'm gonna
it's a con,
go.
right?
Yeah. I've been there before. I went to one of the early Days of the Dead they had here, and it's fucking rad as shit, man. I met Ace Frehley that day, and
Nice.
Rowdy Piper.
It's hard to say.
Who's that little kid from Pet Cemetery? I met him too.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember his name. But yeah.
Kid from Jack the Bear. That's my favorite. Like, you ever see that movie?
No.
what is it?
It's a really dark drama. It's called Jack the Bear, which is a reference to a song. But
Sounds like a porno.
no,
That's what it does.
No, it's a very dark. It's probably I guess the reason why I like it so much is because it was like one of the first like seriously like really dark, kind of depressing movies I've ever seen, and it kind of threw me for a loop. It stars Danny DeVito, and it has Sergeant Dan from I can't remember his name. Lieutenant Dan. Yeah,
Of Mice and Men. What's that guy's name?
yeah, that guy.
Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's got
great.
him. Yeah, he's like the bad guy in the movie. He's like a closet Nazi, and he hates Danny DeVito. So in the movie, and
Blasphemous.
like Sammy Terry.
Yeah.
So it's based out of Cincinnati, late 70s, like during the era of when the Reds were actually, good. But he ran a late night horror show, and that's the basis of the movie. But enough about Jack the Bear.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I'm a big movie. I love movies. So actually, usually I have. Oh, there it is. Holy shit! It is.
I don't know if the fucking
fucking-
10 Commandments and what the hell did you get?
Oh, I got Gone with the Wind.
If that's
Gone
any
with the Wind.
indication to what you're into, we need to have
Nah.
a talk.
Yeah, no, it's not. So
I don't think I've ever seen this.
I used to go to Goodwill, the what do you call it? The surplus.
outlet.
The outlet. Yeah. And sit in line and then wait for the
Oh yeah,
and that's what I was doing. I was hunting for unopened VHS, and it's just insane how many are there. And it's like loops, like new containers, and I just like stack them up, and you're paying whatever 6 cents to the pound.
Right.
Imagine the amount of VHSs I could get.
Oh yeah.
And baseball cards.
I went through a phase of VHS a couple years ago with horror movies. Like all the horror movies that I liked, I got them all on VHS through like eBay and stuff.
That's a lot of money.
Now they were like $3.99 a pop, man.
Like used or new?
Oh yeah, used.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. I was like, holy fuck.
I got one that was unopened, but $10. And so.
If you ever find Rob Zombie's first film, House of a Thousand Corpses on VHS, they only printed like 20,000 of them.
I just got
Really?
the fucking vinyl of that from Waxwork, and it's so fucking badass. They
Hell
put the
yeah.
whole movie on vinyl, like the
What?
audio of the movie.
Oh wow.
And oh, dude, it's so sick. It's awesome. I'm not a huge fan of that guy. I like that movie, and I like the what was that other one? The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good one.
yeah, and his Halloween remake wasn't bad. I didn't think. And he
I
got a
didn't
lot of
ca-
hate for that one. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
You didn't like it?
I
didn't like the second
I
one.
do not like rape scenes.
Who?
It makes me sick to
Oh,
my
right.
stomach. I
Yeah.
almost walked out.
Yeah, the movie that I can't stand in the horror genre, speaking of which, is I Spit on Your Grave. That one just like, it's like a fucking snuff film.
I never
It's
even
too
finished
much.
it. I never
It's
even
too
finished
much.
the first one. It was too much for me.
Yeah.
I just, if there's rape, I cannot do it. Everything else, gore, ripping somebody's jaw off with their bare hands, I can handle it. But for
Yeah.
whatever reason,
And now
I
I've got
just-
this new. I don't know if it's because I have kids, but have you seen The House that Jack Built? It's a horror movie with what's that?
I
fucking
think I'm so.
but it's got
horrible
this
at
scene
names.
where you just fucking picking off these kids with this fucking gun, like makes them run across the field. And from there, I was like, I can't do this. This is like,
Fucking
it was
brutal.
so sad. It was
Yeah.
horrible, man. It's like, fuck, man. I found my fucking threshold.
The
God damn.
house that Jack built, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of a fucked up movie.
I don't think I have seen it. I think I would remember that. The house that Jack built. All right, I'll look into it. Sorry, I write down everything that I want to follow up on. Not necessarily on the show, just for
Right.
later.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, now is actually a pretty good time. Let's go ahead and take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsor, the Button Guy. Quick like a
You did one of our
rabbit.
buttons.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Right on. And we're back. So just a reminder, we've got Bull Points in the house tonight, and they're going to be playing Saturday night with Jennison, Fern Murphy, and visuals by the bad boys of audio video. I mean AV. I mean audio video. I mean AV. Shit. So that's going down at the White Rabbit Fountain Square. It's a $10 holler. Stores at 7, shows at 8. And while I do have your attention, we are holding our once a year fucking show Friday night at Jay Clyde's. Full motherfucking moon. It's midsummer, baby. And we're partying with Gay Black Republican and David's band, Stealing Volume. We might have some trinkets and cool stuff that we'll have there for you too. If you show up, it's going to be a fun one. So hell yeah. How was your guys' break? Was it fantastic or what?
Our break.
Yeah, we just took a whole 2-minute break.
Amazing.
Yeah, if you, by the way, if you guys have to piss at any point, don't worry about it. We'll just whatever. So
I'll pee right here.
yeah, it's just I'll just be right there. It's fine. It's fine.
My pants are already
The
wet.
things that these couches have been through over the years is pretty. Oh yeah, dude.
Now you tell us.
Yeah. So like we started doing these shows 10 years ago.
It
And
smells like it.
yeah, I assume. And those and those couches, like the ones that you guys are sitting on, were the same couches that we started with 10 motherfucking years ago. So yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Congratulations on
I feel like a winner.
hell yeah. You're sitting where
history.
BA of the Sloppy Seconds sat, David.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's nice.
That's the co-captain chair for whenever
Yeah.
I have a co-host. Which,
I know for many of us Midwesterners, especially indie Hoosiers, young punk rock kids, Destroyed was an amazing record for a lot of us kids.
yes, with the mock Kiss cover.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's a great album.
that was the one.
Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about 10 years of this. So how many have you guys ever done a podcast before?
I don't think we've
I
done
don't think so.
interviews, but not podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This will probably be the only live one you ever do. Like
No,
nobody.
It's a big risk.
Yeah, it is kind of risky. We've had some shit go down. Yeah, please show up. Fucking.
What?
Really?
Well, you got to think, man. Like the first, so we did
It's
99.
Lapel, Indiana, by the way. This
Oh
is
yeah,
not Indy.
they've got nothing better to do. I assure you.
Yeah,
But look at, yeah,
it's God's country.
yes, God's country with fucking rabbits and foxes but yeah, we did 99 of those, and every, even most of these, we would usually have at least a half gallon in the house. And man, did we fucking drink. And finally, we're about to eclipse that show. That was the Live Party Radio Hour, and we're at 96. So in just 4 weeks, we will finally surpass, and this will be the longest running Chopped Liver podcast ever.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's insane to think that I have had I'm pretty sure I've had Scott, I've had Tolly.
You've had Tolly on here?
Are
you sure?
Uh-huh.
I know you had Ben Schimmel.
Long time ago.
Okay.
Yep. Either when he was with the Liquors
Mm-hmm.
or was Stealing Volume or the Dockers.
Right.
Tolly, if you're watching, correct my ass, but I'm pretty sure Tolly has been on the show before, but a long time ago. And that's the thing is, like, I thought for sure you'd been on the show.
No, we talked about it for a couple of years and
Yeah.
we just never got the schedules to sync up.
Motherfucker, here we are.
Yeah.
Fucking did it.
So it worked. Yeah. Thank
And then they TJ and David, I don't think I've ever met you guys before. So,
Nope.
No.
I don't think so.
but you guys know my brother.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually asked Jack if he wanted to do this show, and he didn't say anything. And on Sunday we celebrated the birthday, and he's like, "So am I coming over Wednesday?" I'm like, "What? Like, no. Well, you can come by. Come
so
on."
what's the history again with him that you guys know him from?
So my wife is her cousin is really good friends with your brother. They're like best friends or whatever. So that's how the connection was made there. How I know him. And I don't know, like 13, 14 years ago, he DJ'd for my wife's like 28th birthday or some shit.
Are we talking about Kelsey?
No,
Hmm.
it was some random house party.
Oh, I meant who he's best friends with.
Oh no, his name's Brian.
Okay, Brian. All right.
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
You might know him. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know him. Yep.
I've met
I
all
don't want
his
to say his
friends.
last name. It's people are weird.
He puts a gun to my head. He's like, "You have to meet my friends." But it is, that's cool, man. Like 7 Degrees, Kevin Bacon.
Small world, man.
Yes, it's wild. Like I'll see like posts of people will share like a picture from like 12 years ago, and I'll be like, "What?" And I'll see somebody like I worked with,
Right.
like commenting on there like this whole time.
Yeah.
Like they were best friends with that person, and I
know
wouldn't
that guy.
yeah, like holy shit, yeah. It really, it's a beautiful thing living in a small market, big town, you
Mhm.
know, especially with the #1 professional basketball team in the world, the Indianapolis Fever or the Indiana Fever,
The Indiana Fever, right?
the big Caitlin fucking movement. Have you seen the stats on that? Like
No.
if Caitlin's playing, the ticket sales are up over 100%.
Wow.
That's why fucking she's getting her ass beat.
Oh
yeah, that's all I ever see are highlights of her getting
I
thrown
know,
around.
right? It's so horrible.
It's
all
like
the highlights.
everyone's checking her like
Build
it's
her up
fucking
just to
hockey
take her
or some
down.
shit.
She was doing some like benefit thing or whatever here in Indy, and I saw a clip. It like, come on. It was literally her blocking like some 6-year-old's basketball shot. Like, are you guys like trying to paint her as evil or
Right.
what? But that's kind of her, you know. It's like she's
See, I've seen the
fucking-
opposite, like where people are other players are manhandling her.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
exactly what I
that's-
mean. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of demonizing her in a way, like she's a bad person or whatever. I don't know, like you could see it.
It's not her. Whatever it is not her fault. It's media jumps on this shit. They twist everything the
For
way
sure.
they want it.
Right.
It's in
And
their
what
own
does
narrative.
that mean? That means more money.
Yeah.
That means more sales.
Clicks,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
But hey, we're talking about the WNBA right now. How fucking cool is that? Because it was, I mean, for years and years, like nobody gave a fuck. And now
Right.
here we are, and it's dramatic and it's taken over and it's really fucking cool.
That's
So
good. Yeah.
hell
Yeah.
yeah, WNBA. I'm not much of a basketball fan. I haven't been since Jordan retired, but whatever. That was my era of basketball. Did you guys ever get into basketball?
Oh yeah, for
Huge,
sure.
huge Pacers fan.
Yeah.
Been there for the highs and the lows.
The highs and the lows. I grew up in Ohio, so I was not a Pacers fan, and my basketball team fucking blew like Cavaliers,
Cavaliers,
Cavaliers, yeah.
rough. And the first pair of like Nikes that I ever got was the Reggie Miller signature fucking pair.
Nice.
Mhm.
And that was like my favorite shoes. And that's how I was like, cool. And I kind of like started watching the Pacers a little bit because of that. And then here I am, I fucking wound up in Indiana. So good old Western Ohio.
Fucking Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's a lot of us around. Like you don't even know it. Like there's a ton of
Yeah.
us.
So you guys are like cockroaches.
Yeah. Wayne Birch, you guys know Wayne, right?
Yeah.
He like when I was growing up, he lived in the same county and managed the McDonald's that I would go to all the fucking
Oh,
time.
shit.
So I could pretty much guarantee you that Wayne Birch used to fucking serve me fucking ice cream cones and small fries.
What was your order?
When I was a kid? I don't know. Mom.
No, what's
are
your
you
order now?
watching?
You still eat McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I mean when I'm feeling like I want to be bloated and have like a horrible evening, yes. McChicken with cheese.
Big chicken.
With cheese.
Add cheese.
Damn,
That's-
you a fucking rebel.
Now, if I order a burger, it's with no pickle, and you're probably like,
I do
"What's-
the same thing. Man.
Do you catch
It's
what
because they
I'm-
make it, you know.
when I- it's
they
Oh,
make
right,
it.
right.
It's
nacho
warm.
bro
It's like
grande
fries with no salt.
with
Yeah.
no beans.
Yeah.
How you see what I'm saying? They gotta make it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's always guaranteed fresh. It's a loophole, y'all. You
It is.
just-
It's
You just
true.
learned something today. Yeah. Well, is there a button for that?
Jesus.
That is not the button, but we're gonna keep running with that. All right. So there. Okay, go ahead. I talk too much.
No.
I have
No.
I have the best question for you guys, and we'll just one at a time. I love this question. I have to ask everybody that walks in here and does a show, what is the best advice you've ever been given? Anybody, if it comes right to you, just fucking spit, because it's the average person, it takes a hot minute. It's
Wow.
Man,
Good.
I don't know. That's tough, dude. I've had a lot of good advice that I never followed.
yeah, I give good advice, but I never follow any of it.
Puff puff give.
Puff, puff. Hell yeah.
That's solid advice.
The conversation is the relationship.
Mm.
That's solid as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know that relationship talk.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, early on in a relationship, young man, you're like, do we have to have the relation talk? We just had one last week. We're doing it again. And then, you know, a little later on in life, you're like, the relationship talk. We just had that last month. And
What's the
then,
relationship talk?
as an, you know, when you like have to like talk about your feelings and what's going on and check in with each other and like
Sure.
whatever that like talk is where you're like working through some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the housekeeping.
I thought it was just like
of a relationship.
apologizing.
Yeah.
Dude, I just tell
Sorry, I
Gators
fucked up
bitches-
again.
Gators bitches wear jimmies. Gator don't fuck
We
around.
always gotta talk about
Gator,
shit I
Gator,
gotta work on.
Gator don't play no shit. Gator ain't never play no shit. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to do it. I quoted fucking other guys. My bad. So what about you, Dave?
I don't know, man. You know, let me, if I can be serious, I don't know. My dad always, you know, always talked about being prepared. Like in a musician sense, like you never know what's like opportunities are going to come. So to like take everything seriously. Like if you're gonna like whatever it is you're doing, it's like, I mean, this is why you're playing music. It's like if playing at the VFW, like if that doesn't get your rocks off, you know, then you know, always do your best, you know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, just be prepared
Whether
for
you're
any
playing-
opportunities and just, you know, practice and that stuff. Because I know a lot of musicians that just fucking would rather have whiskey and pour down their throats and girls around them and just, you know, sit there and use it as that. And it's like, that's all fun and games, but it's like, it has nothing to do with the fucking music, you know? And so, yeah, I don't know.
That's
Something-
awesome advice, man.
Yeah.
Because
just,
I
be
do know
prepared.
some people that went down that rabbit hole and the band's just, it's never
Yeah,
good. It's
right,
never
right.
good.
It's like they'd rather, that's their
Trying to get
motive
laid,
for
trying to get
right,
fucked
yeah,
up, trying
yeah.
to party. Yeah. I mean, we've all
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, it's no denying that. I mean, if you're in that genre of, it's not to say that like maybe there's some orchestra fucking after parties that we haven't been attending to that are fucking bonkers. Like, I don't know, but with rock and roll, they're late nights and a lot of shit goes down, and you know, just don't get sucked into all the drama and shit. That's one thing, you know. I think Dave and I've kind of always been that, for better or worse. Like even in the Extra Blue Kind days, we never were part of a scene per se. Like we didn't really like. And I don't know if that was a good thing or bad thing, because it's still kind of that way. We don't hang out at the after parties, you know. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying by that.
Yeah.
Like
I know exactly what you're saying.
elaborate on that. But
Well, we do live in a market, or I know I call it a market, but it is a fucking market.
there's always just so much fucking
There's
drama.
clinging, and separation, and I am trying my very best to stop that.
Mm.
I'm trying to make it to where I don't know. I'm just one person. We're just one entity, but the idea is to give a voice to everybody, give a platform for everyone, and not to like buy into the fucking playground fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And like just give people an opportunity to have their voices heard. And you know, the people that come out Saturday night, if they watch this podcast, they're gonna be like, I know fucking TJ and the Davids. Like I have a little bit more of an idea of who they are as a person, and now you might be more approachable to them and they'll be more comfortable talking to you. And that's kind of the idea, is to give that opportunity. And you know, I hate that shit too. And like we started with zines, and it wasn't just metal or just indie or just, you know, whatever's going down over there on Keystone Avenue at fucking Mousetrap. You know, they've got their fucking like,
Yeah, I've never been to a
Jam.
Mousetrap.
oh dude, it's
Oh,
cool
you
as
been there?
shit. Wednesdays,
I've been there a couple
Used
times.
to go,
Yeah.
yeah.
they have open
Feel bad.
jams on Wednesdays.
What was the bar next to it back in the day? Locals only.
Locals only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we used to play there all the time.
Good
Yeah,
time.
there was a thing. This is reminding me of like when we came up to Indianapolis with Extra Blue Kind. We were in Bloomington, moved up here. There was a little bit of a scene, and like it was like I don't know if like there were people from the outside looking in on that scene, but there was a scene of everybody that played in all these different bands.
Yeah.
You know, and there was a little bit of what I hadn't seen, and I still don't see a lot in Indianapolis area, which is like you'd have a show and be like completely different kinds of bands all supporting each other a bit. And
that's how we started with the coming up to India, because we're met in Bloomington, and definitely have a special place in my heart. Bloomington does, you know. But when we started playing here, it was Bernie. What was his name? Bernie. Oh, I feel bad now. There used to be a band called the Mumble, and this guy he put on this festival called the Three Ring Circus, and it was fucking every genre that you could possibly think of at one evening, you know. And that vibed with us. It was like, yeah, that's cool shit, and that was short lived. And then everything got really cliquish. And I remember hanging out one time at this bar, and this guy, I don't know if I should name names, but we talked about like this division between Fountain Square and the Melody Inn, how that's a thing, and it was kind of weird.
There are bands that will not play at specific venues for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe something happened. You know, there's maybe some validity to that. I don't know, but I hate to think that way.
People love the drama. When we were in Beta Male, We Are Hex was another band that was big at the time, and everybody assumed we hated each other because, like,
I love that band. I thought they were great.
We weren't exactly the same genre, but we were a similar corner of the music world, and we were, you know, it was two girls, two guys, the two ladies danced a bit, and they wore just crazy costumes, and so we were seen as, I don't know, maybe a little more poppy or superficial. And then We Are Hex, Julie's very serious, tattooed, very gritty. People just assumed that we hated each other, like we were kind of two opposite sides,
which is fucked up because Trevor, he took my place.
That's not how this works, guys.
Right.
Like, that's not why Seattle got fucking out of control,
you know,
or Detroit,
when
or
speaking of which, I remember there being a conscious like talk amongst promoters, and I won't name names, Midwest Music Summit days, where that was like, I remember sitting on a panel where like that was a discussion. How do we become the next Seattle? Or I'm like, what a fucking stupid like
I don't know.
Point. Like,
maybe everybody really try to be nice to each other and get the fuck along and try to support each other. Watch the other bands play.
Yeah.
But that's how promoters think. Or, you know, there's some good ones here and there.
A little bit of it's human nature. Like Beta Male and We Are Hex played it up. Like we did not hate each other. I think we eventually it almost
so it's like Biggie and Tupac, like secretly best friends in real life, right?
Yeah, we played
shows
we weren't like
together,
best friends or anything, but we played it up a bit. Yeah, we played shows together. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it probably helped
a little bit.
Which is the kind of sad thing about it. Like people want to go see Brian Jonestown Massacre because they're going to fall apart on stage and cuss the audience out if they've, you know, it's like you don't know. People love the drama, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep the drama on the stage. More giraffes eating lions, less Facebook fucking posts.
You know, that's fun because, like, you know, whatever especially in the state umbrella, it was a very like bombastic show. I'm not that way, like off stage, but like people would just fucking be like coming at me like that. I'm like, and so to not be that to them, they would think I'm arrogant or maybe like a fucking dick. And I'm like, I'm just like, that was that. And now I just want to fucking chill and have a pretzel and a beer. And like, I'm not going to fucking like do tricks now.
Right.
Man, it kind of reminds me the first time I talked to Dustin from Giraffes Eating Lions. And I was a little nervous because he is a fucking asshole and he is just awful. And then I approach him. He's like, "Hey, man, thanks for coming out to the show tonight. You're Shep, right? You do the zine?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I really appreciate what you do, man. That's really cool." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then it's like he explains to me like that is like our thing, and man, and that is their thing. Like that was their thing. I think they're actually working on a.
Well, you know, I gravitated to, like in my younger days. Jello Biafra was huge inspiration to me. Mike Patton, And they're sort of antagonistic performers. They like taunting the crowd.
For sure.
So I like that, but it's all in fun and games. It's like not something like this is not a fucking like
it's not out of hate.
No,
It's
it's out of love.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the shows I grew up on,
Yeah.
like my first show I ever saw was Pizzle opening for the Plastic Cheeses in '94, and the singer of Plastic Cheeses like spit fucking pea soup and crumbled crackers or some shit all over us and shit. Like that was just amazing. Like,
You were in Pizzle?
Fucking awesome.
No. I
was like,
went to the
holy-
show
okay,
as a
I
14-year-old
was like,
kid.
what?
Like, and it was just like that kind of showmanship I loved. I really liked that stuff. But they weren't dicks. They were like the nice dudes. It's like kind of like the thing people talk about, like metal dudes who are like they're such sweethearts or whatever. It's like, yeah, because you don't have to be just because you're like doesn't mean you're off stage.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, some are some assholes out there
Oh yeah, elitist.
like Andy
motherfuckers.
Fark.
Oh, is Fark? Is that? Oh my God! Holy, look at this shit. Look at all these comments. Let's catch up here.
It was Two Ring Circus. They say.
Also,
It
here
is.
knows Altus.
Nick Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does weekend wrap up on Sundays.
I love Altus.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Oh no, he came to an Extra Blue Kind show.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that dude from. He had a band called Sonus Ventorium.
Yeah.
It's a cool band.
I have heard that name so much. I don't think I've ever met the guy.
No?
Uh-uh.
Really nice guy.
Right on. I don't hate
Two Ring Circuit. though.
UBPs. Matthew Boyman.
Oh, our drummer's asking how live is this chat?
It's
Maine.
pretty.
Oh, Wayne's on.
Hey,
What's up?
fight me.
Uh,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Andy saved my life when I was the first time I met him. Well, he didn't save my life, but so I'm from Columbus, Indiana, and let me see if I can tell this story right. Some friends and we used to go to the Emerson when we were in high school.
Oh yes.
And my buddy Wes Eddington, I think, or Brody. It's like Brody and Wes got his phone number for whatever. Brody was living in Franklin, which Andy was living there at the time. So they got his number, and so we had this dude's number. Anyway, fast forward, we're in Columbus. Is my mom watching this? I hope not.
It's possible.
Oh, she's gonna hear the story, whatever. But we'd been drinking in Columbus and decided to go to Franklin to hang out at Brody's house, and we got pulled over. And for whatever reason, the cops let us go. The car stayed there, and we had to figure out how. I think we lied to them somehow, like saying that we had a ride, or we're going to call our parents, or some shit like that. We ended up calling Andy, and he took us back home. And he had this fucking car, this red car, and it was littered. And I'm fucking talking littered with little like Beanie Babies or some shit, all over this motherfucking car, man. It was like I don't know. It's like. But anyway, he took us home, and that was the first time I ever met him. And I didn't see him again for like 10, 15 years. And I saw him. I was like, hey, were you that dude that fucking helped me out that one night? And he's like, yeah, I remember you. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Andy
man.
could probably tell the story better. I don't know.
Hey, it would be pretty cool to see if I can get the what's the name of the new band? Suitors?
Cheap Suitors.
Cheap Suitors. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. By the way, Andy, I am terribly sorry about that post. I get so excited. I made a post and I made this little photo of like the usual suspects.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think
What
Andy
happened
liked
there?
that. I just got excited because I saw the fucking lineup of the
Yeah.
people in the band. It was like Cooch, you, fucking Fart, whatever. Like, and I was just like, God damn, that's a fucking like super fucking lineup right there. And I
Yeah.
just like got excited and made this little thing like the usual suspects thing.
But I don't
excited.
remember what was wrong with it. I don't. what
Oh,
happened?
because it's confusing.
Oh,
as
you know what?
fuck.
I think somebody assumed our name was something
LSD.
that
it's
it wasn't.
fine.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's over.
You're snorting carrot cake again.
No, just dropping some bioactive silver hydrosol.
Gee, you are Joe
nice.
Rogan.
My sister got me into it.
That's
It's how I'm getting healthier, by the way. So yeah, it's part of my
You got some
success.
ayahuasca.
No.
Got to get
I
your
don't have money.
probiotics.
I'm like selling baseball cards. Goodbye. No, But I do take this like every 2 to 3 hours, so it does help. So especially if like Yeah, we'll just stop that right there. But yeah, my bad, Andy. I did not mean to confuse anybody or anything like that. I am genuinely excited about this band and seeing you guys. So, and I'm pretty sure you're playing in August, right?
July.
It's coming quick.
With Thelma and the Fleas.
Hell yeah.
July 26th. Yeah.
Have you seen Thelma before?
No, I've never seen them, but I've seen them on the internet.
Hell yeah, right on. Yeah, I've seen them a few times here in Indy. I think I saw them once at what's that place called? Ooh, I always forget the big ones. I always forget the name of the big places.
Deer Creek?
No, it's kind of big, but not all the way big.
White River?
It's right there in Broad Ripple.
Oh,
right there. You know, everybody goes there.
Madison Square Garden.
That's it.
Yeah. MSG, man.
102 North Addison Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. No, I always forget the name of that place. It's a bigger venue right off of College, right at the corner.
That's Vogue.
Oh, the Vogue.
Yeah, I saw them at the Vogue, and then I'm pretty sure I saw them at the Mel. Yeah, I saw them at the Mel with Danny Thompson Deluxe and what was the name of that band? Another awesome fucking band. But yeah, they're super dope. That's going to be an awesome show. So I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, speaking of shows, let's not forget Saturday night Bullet Points is playing at the White Rabbit with Fern Murphy and Jennison with visuals by the Bad Boys of AV. That's going down Fountain Square at the White Rabbit. It's a $10 holla. Doors at 7, shows at 8. Just to make sure we're reiterating as the people, because it will say how many people are currently watching, but that it is constantly fluctuating. It's almost impossible to sit down and watch a live podcast. So, but the good news is a lot of people will tune in and listen to the whole thing the next day. So, and thank you to those that do that. I appreciate that. And we'll probably rerun this show Friday. I'd probably high noon. We'll rerun it, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh shit, Chopped Liver's going live." And no, we're just rerunning the show. So, but so you were saying earlier that so you met these guys down in Bloomington.
No,
right?
so I met
actually
Dave in Bloomington first,
Mhm.
And that's when we started Extra Blue Kind. And yeah, that was a band that again, Dave had probably fucking three albums worth of material. No, shit you not. And we were kind of working off that at the beginning, and then we started writing together. And that's, of all the bands that I've ever been, that's probably been the most collaborative band, like genuine collaborative. Like our drummer writes music in that band, and bass player, like everybody kind of puts in their 2 cents in that band. But yeah, fucking it struck. It didn't take long for us to become a working band. Literally, I mean, that's what we did.
What would you say the craziest show you guys have ever played is? Like wild, anything like wow.
Us?
Oh yeah.
As Bullet
As
Points?
Bullet Points?
Yeah.
Craziest. Where there was that one time we played at the Mel and a fight broke out.
Oh yeah, that was the first time I ever saw my first bar fight. Actually, it was right over by the pool table. I remember looking over, and the lights above it were swinging back and forth.
And we're such not a bar fight. Like what?
Yeah.
Like the music should have calmed them down.
Yeah, it wasn't like we were playing a really aggressive song or anything. It just sort of happened. Yeah, I remember looking over and seeing that light swing back and forth.
Is that the night somebody busted their head on the pool table?
It's possible.
There was some blood
because there was it went down. You know,
Yeah.
there was some shit going down for sure.
But I don't remember details.
Mm.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know if that's. We don't really play crazy shit.
Yeah, we haven't played a lot of. Palladium was the weirdest thing. Oh, there's a stink bug just landed on me.
I got a fly on me. It's still pretty hot in here. I would just shut
There's
it.
a
Back.
raccoon over there who just keeps staring at me.
But is a separately in.
Oh,
or
look, a
different
fucking
bands, like,
firefly.
yeah,
Oh.
so there.
We're getting all the creatures over in here. Pretty soon the bird's gonna fly in.
You know, you're talking about Extra Blue Kind. You have an Extra Blue Kind flyer up there.
No shit.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Speaking of, that was a crazy show. That Extra Blue
Oh.
Kind played. we don't have to tell all the stories from it, but
Which one?
Yeah, that's what I was debating whether I'm going to just fucking go full Cat Williams.
Let's go.
It's-
Let's go.
You know, I got fucking some stories, you know. But I probably shouldn't.
Well,
Or maybe.
it's totally up to you.
What do we got to lose?
If we had a bottle of whiskey, I guarantee you.
I've got a bottle of whiskey. You just haven't seen it.
Nice. So, I mean, I want to know which poster you're talking about. Is it the one with the hand?
No, it's right there. It's with Kung Fu Overdrive and Last Four, who did not play the show.
Oh, right. Yeah. I see.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that one too, but I could
That's
not.
a Wayne
range
Birch
it.
Wayne Birch flyer, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you have a flyer from that show?
It's that.
Okay, no, I mean, do you have? Oh,
No.
yeah. Okay, I
Don't
got
yeah,
you.
personally have one?
Yeah, if you,
Yeah.
I have an extra one if you'd like one. I'm just throwing that out there. If you guys don't have one,
I remember it.
okay. I don't know if you can tell, but I collect stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
a hoarder of nostalgia. So
Yep.
yeah, big on that. So you guys, so Extra Blue Group is still active.
Yeah. Yep. We've been playing some.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's a whole other story unto itself. But yeah, we're finally at
How many fucking bands are you in, David?
He's
Holy
in
shit.
quite a few bands.
6 right now, but
God,
6. No big deal.
yeah.
but Extra Blue Kind, yeah, that was our thing, man. That was the we had some really good experiences with that band. We signed to a label that did some really cool stuff for us. Got to travel the country. Got to play on G4. I don't know if you remember this G4 TV. Do you remember?
I remember
Yeah,
that
G4
shit.
Absolutely.
We played
You guys
li-
played on that?
We played
Yeah.
live
Oh, yeah, I remember
on there
that
on a
shit.
Friday night.
That's
awesome.
Fucking
cool.
amazing. We got
Yeah.
to fly out. We flew out to LA. Got to play at Spaceland in
That's
West
cool.
Hollywood.
Yep.
It was a fucking a great experience. And
We had some songs on some MTV shows. Just little clips of this and that.
yeah, Made. I
Made
remember
and Road Rules.
Yeah.
Next. There was a show
Nice.
called Next or something.
Mhm.
I don't know. I never saw the shows, but
Yeah, because it was like Made and there was it aired in the UK. So
Hell yeah. That's fucking cool as shit.
and then we had a video for Pinch Blink and Stay Alive, and that aired in MTV Latin America.
yeah,
Yeah.
and much music out of Canada and like closed circuit university MTV. Plays
I
over
just
there.
watched that video the other day. It's a good. I love that
You
song.
could have seen it maybe like in a sunglass hut in the mall
Yeah,
or in Abercrombie.
I
and
do.
Fitch.
I remember that. I going by a PacSun and hearing "Make Yourself Useless."
Man,
Yep.
that is so cool. That's why I love
Yeah.
doing these shows because I learned so much.
Yeah.
You know,
We opened for Creed on a Saturday in
Yeah.
Evansville, sold out 10,000 person show.
10,000 people, man.
And then the next night played a
Nice.
sold out show at Clues Hall opening for Everclear. So
yeah,
Oh,
we
shit.
were
that
getting
is
lots
neat.
of good slots back then.
slots, not
Not the other word.
well, maybe.
Slots.
I was single. I was single at the time. I was playing all the slots. I was setting traps.
man. So like, how long ago was this? This was
That was 2003.
Yeah, 2002, 2003.
man. Yeah, I was totally out of the loop back then. I lived here for maybe 4 years. Didn't even know what the Emerson was. Actually, that was about the time that I went to
I
the
don't think it
Emerson
was
for the first
It
time.
was probably going downhill by then too.
what?
The Emerson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By then it was for sure.
Yeah.
I know I got tickets to see Sum 41 there. I can't remember who else was playing, but
At the Emerson?
yeah, it
You
was-
bought. You volunteered.
it's like
You bought those?
for my girlfriend.
you do that.
Yeah.
For my
I
girlfriend.
also
Back
bought-
pedal.
Bought her tickets to see. I mean, I don't care. I'll bust out some Sum 41. I love pop punk. I love all music. So if it makes my feet move, that's all I care about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
There you
all
go.
about too. Like, because you were saying earlier, like it's not about like getting fucked up. It's about the music. And for me, it's always like I want to make people move. You know, I want to see them feet moving and dancing, and no matter what genre. You know, like that's what it's all about. I love hip hop. That's probably my number one genre, and a lot of people are like, "What?" But that's what I listen to the most.
Nice.
Hip hop. So, but yeah, like so that was back in that era. That's man, you guys are like
So
fucking
yeah, there wasn't, locally there wasn't that many, aside from maybe Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos, there wasn't that many pop. Hardcore was a big thing at the time. Like Project Bottle Cap was really popular at the time. We were kind of,
cadavers, right?
I don't know.
No.
Hmm?
You guys ever heard of cadavers?
You mean Drew Cadaver?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the old band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
What up, Octavius?
We weren't a Melody In band. I don't think we didn't play Melody In until we reunited. We never played there.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah. We well, maybe you weren't in the band at the time.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, we played there a few times. We played as we did one of the Halloween shows as the Pixies.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah, that was Trevor and yeah, that was someone
Peterson? Or no?
No, that wasn't Peterson. Why am I'm so bad with names tonight? Buddy from Baltimore.
Oh right, that other bass player, yeah.
Shit. Whatever.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
I can say that because he's not listening. And Andy already called me a dick anyway, so.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
did you get it?
You fucking Mr. Miyagi that motherfucker.
Wow.
I just know how to do it. It's all about angle, and then basically once you start moving,
That's what she
if
said.
you pick the right where it's gonna fly, you get it. And I hit the hell yeah button.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was
Hell
pretty tight. Do that all in one move.
Yeah, it was totally done with purpose.
But anyway, going back to what you're saying, like how we met. So that was that's the Extra Blue Kind stuff, and we did that. And like we were saying earlier, I started State, and Dave started Beta Mel, and you guys can tell that's I played in Beta Mel in the early days, and even the Extra Blue Kind drummer Randy, I think, played a show or two in the early days.
And Dagan from Murder by Death.
Right.
It was a fun project for me because it was like I did a solo album essentially. And then every show, basically the guy that was booking Extra Blue Kind at the time, if Extra Blue Kind couldn't do it, he would say, but David's other band can play if you want. And so we get shows that way. And then I'd put the band together after a show was booked.
Yeah,
so it was almost like a rotating lineup of like friends and awesome musicians.
Remember we played downtown at that fucking
yeah.
What was that bar? It was like a total fucking
Have a Nice Day Cafe or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was the weirdest fucking thing. There was
Well,
like a stripper pole and shit.
Some kind of festival where they were having shows at
All right.
places that don't normally have shows.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't. What was the festival? Was it a Midwest Music
It
Summit?
might have been something like that, yeah.
And I remember those days.
Yeah.
When you brought that up earlier, it was like it just kind of hit me like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it was a good idea, and it should have stuck, but it didn't. So anyway, the Beta Mel did that for a second, and then I just went my own way and moved to Columbus from Bloomington, and we just there's just there's stories to be told, but Dave and I just kind of went our separate ways, and that's when you can tell it from there.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right when with the label put us on tour too. So spent 2006 on the road doing showcase shows, and we're about to sign with Stephanie Scamardo. What was her group? I don't remember what the group was, but she was married to the guitar player from Government Mule, and she was going to do basically not kind of a label, but she was going to put us on the road.
Beta Mel?
With promotion, extra blue kind.
Oh, this is the 06, 07.
But we fell apart. That's right, when we fell apart. So, and then I got a gig playing with Lemonheads for a little bit, and played some crazy shows with them. Had some crazy experiences.
Dando.
Ooh, give us one.
Drugs are bad.
Give us one.
Tell us the fucking nitty gritty.
Give us the dirt.
Bess Rutenberg is not watching this. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. I don't know. The craziest thing was just these shows we were playing. Like one show in Spain, the stage we're playing on is Ray Davies of the Kinks, L.A. Guns, Marky Ramone, what was left of the Ramones.
Mm-hmm.
All before we went on stage. I never got it. By the way, I never got one practice with the band. Never got one rehearsal with this band.
It's crazy. Like, so Devin Ashley was
the Sex Pistols were the headliner on that stage.
Devin
It was
Ashley
fucking
was,
stupid.
from what I understand, Devin Ashley was a drummer right before Dave, and Bess called him up and was like, "Hey, 48 hours, learn this catalog of Lemonhead songs in fucking full.
Yeah, he was like, I think Devin's unhappy. I don't know. Nobody can get him on the phone. I'm gonna, not promise anything. I'm gonna suggest you maybe learn some songs. So then a couple days later, you get a call. Can you fly to Portugal the day after tomorrow? I was working at Starbucks. They were happy for me to give me some days off. So I flew to Portugal, met Evan, and a couple hours later played a show. Never got to rehearse. When we talked about, hey, what do you know? I'd rehearsed the album It's a Shame About Ray. Just listening to it, listening to the CD and playing along on my drum set. And I'm singing backup, by the way, because that's part of it. And it was just like get on stage in front of, 8,000 people and play with like the first band I was in high school. My high school buddies, we covered a Lemonhead song. So this is like 15 years early. This is like,
right.
One of my idols. And I'm backing up the guy on drums just suddenly with 2 days notice and no rehearsal. And they were like, hey, that went pretty well. Can you hang out for a week and play a show next week in England? And I got to do 2 more tours after that. That all ended horribly. There's lots of stories there, but
we're
biting our tongues.
Some people are very,
as long as it's not indie folk, I think you're good. I just don't. The only thing I don't want on these shows is people talking poorly about other people in our in our community. But
no,
yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, Dave.
The drugs are bad. It completely changed the scenario. First 2 tours were great. Third tour was a completely different story. Like, somebody didn't even show up in France for the first show.
Oh,
and
that's not good.
It was just downhill from there the rest of the tour. And I was playing like shit. The nerves were starting to get to me. Like, I've been rocking it when it didn't matter. Like, I thought it was one show. I'm just gonna have the most fun I can. Went great. But then when it's like a job, all of a sudden, psyching myself out. And people were doing drugs. The shows were terrible. People were yelling at Evan's yelling at his, like swearing out, cussing out the audience.
It went from Lemonheads to Kid Rock real quick.
It went. We'll leave it at that. That's accurate. I got quit fired, but had some awesome experiences. Honestly, when the shows were going well, we were getting along.
Man, cool. That sounds amazing, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So
dude.
You met that? Was that? I don't even know. Was that before you went Beta Male with TJ?
I thought that. So
I think that was before.
Yeah, that was before, and then I think Vess went to play bass for the Lemonheads because he was playing guitar for Beta Male.
Playing guitar,
and so I
Beta Male, and then we both went to go on these tours.
Yeah,
and it put together that eventual lineup with Beta Male kind of when that was over. So
yeah,
it was a stellar fucking lineup you guys had with Beta Male. Remember that's when I first saw TJ. It was actually probably a couple years after they'd been playing together. Extra Blue kind of got asked to do a reunion. Our first reunion was rough. I think we were still there was a lot of ice to be broken yet on that first one.
Extra Blue Kind?
Yeah,
reunion?
The IMN reunion show.
Yeah.
There wasn't much said between us. It was very much like you again. But we it was okay. It was cool. I'm fortunate that we broke through all that shit. But what I'm getting at is that I saw them rehearse in the basement. You motherfucker, man! Like we're just crushing it on the guitar. Like the amount of discipline he had, and like the way his tone and everything was just it was unforgettable. So much to the point is like when we started Bullet Points, it was like that's the guitar player. I mean, this motherfucker knows. He does it exactly the way it should be done. Like,
if you don't mind me asking, what's your rig like? TJ?
What's my rig like?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, dude! I don't want to get into that.
He's got the pedal board of all.
It's ridiculous, really. It looks really complex, but it's not. That's what I tell people. I play through like a Marshall, just a 40-watt combo, through a shit ton of pedals and through an SG. It ends through an SG. Yeah.
Right.
I used to be a Les Paul guy, and then I switched over to a
lightweight, all mahogany.
Yeah, there's something about it, man. It's got a good balance to it.
Oh man,
It
yes.
does, the neck dive.
Are you a 50s profile or 60s profile?
I like the fat
You like
neck,
the thick.
the baseball
Like
kind of
yeah,
bat
yeah.
style. Yeah, the 50s or whatever. But
You must have the big hands, huh?
no, not really. I mean,
Yeah.
they're average, I guess.
in mine. Yeah. It's a big.
It just
it's
feels
a thing.
better.
It's a thing.
But yeah, it's kind of a complex.
Dave's like, what the fuck? What did you expect?
I actually hate gear. I have so much shit, and it's like,
You're so good
That's
at it.
so-
though.
yeah, but it's so annoying, man.
ironic.
It's just,
You hate gear,
I'm
but
fucking
you
gotta
have,
make
like,
it the guitar sound like a mellotron and a fucking
He's the most unconventional guitar player,
synthesizer and
but
all
it's
kinds of
awesome.
shit. But it works, It's like I think each one of us in the band kind of contribute, just enough. It's not too oversaturated from one member. It all is
There's
like
space for
all
everybody.
the fat is cut off it, you know what I mean? And it's just every part is there for a reason. I play pretty intricate parts that he's written, but they work well with the song, and it's yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
these
the
guys
beauty
are
of it.
these
Even though,
guys are
like, Dave-
amazing musicians. I mean, I play with. It's a challenge to play with these three, because they're way better than I am. So it's like, but I appreciate that challenge because it's like, you got to fucking be on your shit,
Yes. One of my favorite characteristics in a human being is humility. So hell, fuck yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
man. I mean,
and that's very
Yeah.
endearing character.
I like
TJ.
all the shows I've been to in my lifetime and meeting musicians of even some of like higher caliber. It's like you would think, like some of them would be dicks.
Well, like our
and
drummer,
some of them
who's
are,
I think
but-
watching right now, fucking one of
Matthew.
the
What's up, Matt?
greatest drummers.
yeah, Matt's so good. I mean, he's
and he's constantly like, "Oh, I suck," or he's not, "I suck," but he's just like,
well, Matt and him. I mean, the rhythm section, dude. That's fucking tight.
Killer.
It's like when you find a good drummer, you hold him tight, man. You don't let him. Go.
I've never
Matt-
played with a
Matt's-
better rhythm section than Matt and Brajas. I mean, those guys are locked the fuck in.
Matt's incredible. He makes it easy.
Matt's great. This guy's got
So
pockets deep like the ocean.
I thought it was pronounced Bajaz. I'm this whole time.
Sounds.
Remember
cool.
what I
It
used to
sounds
say?
cool.
Bajaris.
Yeah, Bajaris. The fuck is that?
Brajas.
It's like you didn't even try. It's like I remember I used to
The J is.
I used to
silent.
work at Subway, and I'm the chicken teriyaki, and this one dude was trying to like sound it out. He's like, "I'll take that chicken tortellini." I'm like, "You didn't even fucking try, dude." Like, what the fuck? Tortellini.
A quesadilla. Oh, man.
Quesadillas.
Some jalapenos on that quesadilla.
I get it though. When I met my now wife, when we were first started dating, she thought my last name was Baraja, which is that's fucking
Well, that's very
Baraja.
small.
that's sexy. Baraja.
See, I always thought you were a
It's
guitar
David
player.
Baraja.
but At heart, you're a bass player. I've seen your reels though of you like fucking throwing down on that motherfucking bass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I love the
But that's
bass.
your roots.
Mhm.
So what kind of rig do you work with, Dave? David, sorry. Are you
Shit,
playing
what-
guitar in bullet points?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
so.
I had to think about it. I'm playing a Telecaster
Kelly.
through like a 70s Yamaha 112, just a little guy.
Pumping out the tube.
No, solid state.
Solid state.
With a 3 or 4 pedals.
It's fucking loud. That thing's loud. Sounds good.
What about you, David?
a little jazzy.
I have the same bass. So I'm not a guitar player. I don't think of myself as one, but I do play guitar in lots of bands. But I have like 6 guitars, but I have one bass, and I've had the same fucking bass since I was 16. My dad bought it for me when it was my 16th birthday, and I've had the same one since. It's
Nice.
a GNL Legacy. And so I've had various bass amps, but I currently use fucking everywhere. Everyone's got one of those little fuckers, but yeah, that's all I need for right now.
So you said you have a SG2? I thought because I'm gonna cut you off. And
I didn't say
You
that,
used
but
to
I do
play
I
an
do
SG,
still
right?
have one.
That
just a
Ovation.
Epiphone, just a little.
Little epi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other guitar I use a lot is a Ovation solid body.
Which is super fucking
Oh yeah, that
cool.
one's the shit. The black one
It's-
with the gold
The
Yeah.
yeah,
hardware.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a little bit rare, and some of them suck, but this one is really nice. It's really solid guitar. It's a lot of fun. When you need the Les Paul, I got that. more or less Paul sound, and then but with this band, he's taken up. I give him more of the space. Try to have the jangly telly to kind of punch in
Yeah,
there
it kind
a
of
little
balances it out.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube? You guys have a YouTube?
I don't know if we have a channel. I haven't.
Well,
where's?
I'll go ahead.
Did I post it through?
I don't know if
through
you
my
noticed,
channel?
but we're like in our 40s, and
We're old men.
we don't really do well with social media. Like we try, so we don't
It
have
might be on my David Hazel
maybe
YouTube channel. That might be where I posted them.
I've got one of those Fender Rumble
Should know.
15s too. They are nice. Yeah,
I'm always jealous about that fucking amp, dude. Because whenever I pick it up, I'm like, really?
I know, and so I have the
Oh.
500.
That's it. It weighs like 5 pounds. It's amazing.
Yeah,
And it sounds great.
I just recently got a dad amp as well, like a guitar amp. I just I need to fucking throw it on my back, one hand this, and that's it. Because I used to have I still have the Sovtech. Actually, I'm going to use that Friday night. I haven't used it in a while, and that's just so fucking heavy. And I'm
That
getting
thing
too old
sounds
for this
amazing
shit.
too.
So you don't have an 810 fucking Ampeg cab, huh?
No, I never had one of those.
I don't know why, but there's this part of me that just
Dude,
wants to have one sitting right there.
I laugh to myself so many times when I see those fuckers trugging them in. I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially when we
They
used
got
to
like
tour.
a hand truck fucking pulling that shit.
When we used to
in.
tour a lot, those fuckers they would bring them up these staircases. Just like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, fuck that,
but they
dude.
sound so good.
yeah, they're mean, but
Oh,
hell no.
Oh, it's at bullet points 3038.
Okay.
The
Oh,
YouTube.
cool. Thank you. Oh, YouTube. I just want to put these links out there so people can check out your videos and check. I put your Instagram out there. Oh, look at these messages. Text. Hold on here. Oh, okay. YouTube.com/bullet. What was it? Bullet.
At bullet points 3038, which is the year we founded it.
What is the 3038?
Yeah,
What is the reference?
I have no idea.
Thirty.
What is the reference?
Probably what they
Fuck,
gave
fine.
us.
Yeah,
That's your handle.
right.
30. Somebody was like, "Is it 138 or 3030?" Oh, let's go 3038.
At least we don't have a band name like State, because that is, you can't Google that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Try Fiverr.
It's a good.
And I never had created like band names either, or song names. So it's like State Model. What the fuck? Like, you're not gonna find that song. Sorry.
We went the total opposite. We went from fiber to tight like a tiger. And I assure you, nobody else in this world is going to name their fucking band Tight Like a Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in a cover band once named Brian, and that was. I don't think there was ever a worse name.
That is fantastic.
So confusing to everyone. Like, none of us were Brian. It was named after my fucking brother-in-law. I don't know. That was the worst name for a band, in my opinion.
What about you, David? What's the worst band name you can rock with, or you rocked with at one point?
April's Fool was pretty bad.
April's.
I don't know. I kind of like that.
I liked it too when I first.
kinda
That's when
like
I
it,
first
man.
saw it. And I actually liked the name.
Bullet Points isn't a great name. Extra Blue Kind's a fucking terrible name.
We get so
Bullet points
that
can
is-
send you on a
Points
journey
has
if
a
you Google
double
it.
You know, what-
meaning, though.
It's funny.
That's
My
cool.
so from the State days, my buddy Trey, he's fucking like, he's my dude, and he was. I remember when we first got Bullet Points together, and he's like, "So what's the new band's name?" It's like Bullet Points. He's like, "Well, you've never been in a band with a good name, so why start now?"
Oh shit!
I don't know. It has because it could be the point of a bullet, but I mean, honestly, like when I first heard
like
of
it,
bullet
man.
points, I was just like, with the little thing, like
But
pointing
band
at the
names-
board,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
whatever.
good. That's
Band
what I
names
want.
or
I'd
whatever.
rather
It
have
was
it
like
be
if,
that than
if honestly,
like
if
a
like
hollow tip or some
Right.
stupid
Yeah, that's-
testosterone bullshit. But,
if,
yeah.
if there someone was like, "Hey, who named the band Radiohead?" You'd be like, "I guess."
Pearl
Right.
Jam. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's whatever, man. We were going through that with Cheap Suitors. It's like, what the fuck we named the band? And there were some great ones, but they all kind of were the same. It was like, just name it whatever, man. At this point, I actually there was somebody that recommended we should call it the Slabs because of the slurs and the jabs. And I kind of liked that.
I like
the
that.
slab.
I like
I
that.
like it.
Yeah, that didn't last.
Man, well, it's never too late.
Yeah.
just wherever your the first show is. Is it a punk rock night?
It's that fest, that punk fest thing.
That's right. Yeah, 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yep.
and you're playing Saturday,
Friday.
Friday. Any scene?
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I can't remember every show. Although I do have an
I'll host this fucking goddamn podcast.
I haven't. Go for it, dude. I've been trying to find someone to do it. That way, I don't have to like. I could just do this and like do the physical end of everything, like fixing the cameras and stuff.
Is that your bib?
I got that at a white elephant thing. Yeah, my gift had. Well, actually, you know how you could like trade in, like trade gifts,
Right.
and then on the last one, nobody could steal it. I was like the last one to steal this bag. And it had like that in it. It had cock ring, which is back here somewhere.
Nice.
Did your mom bring that with the carrot cake?
No, I swear I got it at Christmas. David. My mom's cool. She's not that cool, dude. She doesn't get me like bodacious birthday gifts like that. No, that was a white. Yeah, that would be fucked up. No. She what did she get me this year? Oh, she got me this dope ass fucking like outdoors set for like sitting around the fire and stuff, like a little table and stuff. So Jack got me the coolest gift though. He actually, it's in the, I should have grabbed it because that's the new official co-host of Chop Liver Midweek Crisis. I have a Tally plush doll that he got me.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
But no, man, no, that's I'm not gonna. I'll just disclose who actually. I know who created this gift bag, but there's sex like dice, right? Like positions and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of neat little.
Sorry, you have so much shit here. I got.
Oh yeah,
distracted for a
man,
second.
this place is covered. There's a sign off of 136th Street that I saw today that somebody put out. And it's not like a legal government sign. It's just some sign, and it says slow. I need that sign. I want to like
Let's go get it.
fucking wear it like a cape. This motherfucker's slow. You should see me trying to get out of the car, like or trying to leave somewhere. I'm like, okay, I got this. Okay, it's from years of like forgetting shit. So, which by the way, don't forget your VHSs.
I'll try not to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please. Like go home and put those on your mantle.
I can't wait to watch this.
That one time we did a live podcast in lapel and lost 15 pounds of fucking weight just from the sweat.
Right.
I thought there was a shadow on my shirt and it was just me sweating my balls off. I didn't notice that until I finally stopped sweating. So that's good.
Oh, I'm gonna turn this back towards me then.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's roasting over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
fine
getting
now.
all
Oh,
fans.
that's nice.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
this is
that's game changer over there.
what's wild
I'm in
is
love. I'm in love.
during the summer, doing the shows in here. Obviously, you guys could tell it's a little unbearable unless we have a ton of fans.
Sure.
Now during the winter, that little fucker right there, that tiny little thing heats this motherfucker like nobody's business.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's
why it's so goddamn like not because of the fan, but it's so hot in here because this entire roof is packed with insulation and it's just super insulated. So if I got an AC unit, man, we good to go. I should do that. Yeah, just start a campaign to raise money to get a fucking AC unit out here. Whatever. But we are actually coming up on our time here. So I do want to reiterate these guys, Bullet Points playing this Saturday at the White Rabbit with Jennison, Fern Murphy, and with visuals by the Bad Boys of AV, which I'm not even sure I've ever heard of the Bad Boys of AV. Do you guys know what that's all about?
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize they were doing this until I saw. It's a friend of mine, Jim Kincaid.
Yeah.
I ran into him at my neighborhood pool last weekend. And he's like, "Hey, we're doing the show with you." I was like, "No shit."
I haven't seen that guy.
So yeah, no, they're cool.
He's a
they
good
do.
dude. His wife is awesome too. She actually got me a job once. His wife, Jim's wife, got me a job. Zoraida.
He's a great bass player.
Shout out. Yeah.
And so, what's the visual art thing? Or I assume it's visual art.
Oh, he does a lot of I don't know what you call it, mixing video. He's VJ,
like Brain Twins, kind of.
Yeah. They do all the A Squared dance nights at White Rabbit.
They do all the visuals there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. And I do want to throw this out there to everybody watching at home or out and about or at work. How cool it is that you guys were nominated for Best Original Song in the movie. What was it again?
Compression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I actually tried. I was like trying to find it so I could watch it.
Yeah. So like I said, it's not out yet. They're doing some screenings. They've already won some awards in the process of doing that. They're kind of tour. It's like what you do. I guess what you do for a movie, you just show it at conventions to kind of get the buzz going, and hopefully they get a distributor to get it out there. And he's got some movies that have been distributed, some stuff on Netflix and Prime.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
He's a great guy. So Jake Belinsky, Cinefreak Pictures, check him out.
I actually invited. So every time I have a show, I always send invites to my guests, like, "Hey, follow this band." So immediately sent that out, and then today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and send the invites out to your buddy, Jake or awesome. Jacob, and so that way people can follow that, and hopefully you guys.
Yeah, he always appreciates the cross promotion kind of stuff.
Fuck yeah, man! I mean, that's what it's all about. And I'm a huge horror fucking movie film. Like,
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
So. Yeah, I checked out the what do you call it?
Demo reel or promo reel?
Yeah, God, I can't think either. I can't fucking.
It's the heat.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I checked it out. I was like, dude, that looks good. I'm excited to see it.
Oh, the teaser,
yeah, teaser trailer. There we go. Oh yeah, thanks, David. But yeah, I sent an invite out for people to follow him. So hopefully, you guys win that, man. That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I was genuinely excited about meeting you guys and having you guys on. And man, what an honor to have you guys here and for you to make.
Likewise, man, for sure. Yeah, this is great.
I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging
Thanks for
out
having
and
us.
doing the thing, man. Yeah. So again, Saturday night, White Rabbit. It's going down 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock music, like a $10 hollow. That's what I always like to say. And be sure to and David's band, Stealing Volume, is going to be playing Friday night. At Jay
That'll
Clyde's.
be a rager. Gay Black Republicans on there, so it's gonna be good.
Full moon. It's gonna be wild. I might even break my my pattern here and have a drink. It's a discipline, so you could break your discipline every once in a while. Yeah, exactly. If somebody had shown up with alcohol tonight, I was gonna be like, let's go. But this whole time,
apparently you haven't looked in this side of the fucking room.
As you can't see, no. Yeah, I keep it completely blocked off with this monitor right here. So, but
this is my Pizza Hut cup.
Hell yeah. Yes. So just to reiterate one more last time here, at the White Rabbit Cabaret on Saturday, Jennison, Fern Murphy, Bullet Points, and some visual art or AV. I don't know what AV stands for.
Audiovisual.
So I had it right the first time. Well, there you go. That's going down Saturday night. And be sure to check out the film Compression that's coming out here probably in the next six months. And are they going to show it at Days of the Dead?
They are. So it'll be. It's like if you have tickets for Days of the Dead, you can go to the screening that's at 3 p.m. on July 6th. I'm going to go to that. It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, I might come to that. I don't think I have plans on Saturday. I might actually come out on Saturday and see you guys because I haven't been to White Rabbit in years, man.
It's a great venue.
Love that stage.
Yeah.
And their staff is great. Everything.
Yeah.
Love that place.
Great stage.
It has been at least 5 years for me. So, and I have not. I'm pretty sure I have not checked out Bullet Points yet. So I know I've seen Stealing Volume. I know I see Pizzle. I'm just kidding. That's a throwback joke. And yeah, so thank you guys again. I know I'm a fucking goof, right? That's what I do. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. It was such an honor and pleasure to have you guys out. And everybody that tuned in tonight, thank you so much for watching. Yes, and watch it again tomorrow. I'm gonna probably run it live again on Friday at high noon for those at work that want to fucking check this out again or just check it out in general. So be sure to follow Bullet Points on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Bullet Points Band.
Correct.
And then Instagram is just Bullet Points. And then on YouTube, you guys are at bullet points 3038. Yeah.
Sure.
I have sharp
It's news
I
to
have
us.
sharp memory unless it's the name of something or something very simple. So cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Whoa. Real quick. Nope, we're good. All right. I just want fucking Paulie, dude. Headphone and push
Paulie.
clutch, man. I use Ampex too, bro. I love you. By the way, Paulie, thank you guys again for coming out. And I will actually end the show now. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you Saturday. I don't want to go to